Hey, this is MattiAce. In this video I wanna continue talking a little bit about the Mattock Max, and I'll give you some of my first impressions, as well as I will compare it to my playstyle when it comes to the anti-infantry roles of the other two maxes, the Vanu and the TR. Now the Vanu and the TR I have quite some experience with, using mostly the Mercy for TR and Blue Shift for Vanu. I'll show you some VS and TR max gameplay after the 8-minute mark. Now, being that the Mattocks are of course shotguns, it means that they are very different compared to the other two. I bought these for certs, they cost me 1,000 each, and then I spent 500 on each arm for the extended magazine, which gives me 10 shots in each arm rather than 6, which is default, and that's a very well worth upgrade actually. Now first of all I want to tell you what I think is the biggest drawback of the NC Max so far. And it's not the range, as many people might think. It's not the lack of sustained fire possibilities, which a lot of people have complained about. Now, the big problem that I find with using the Mattocks compared to the other two Maxes is team killing. The problem is that shotguns, as I'm sure you all know, do more damage at close range. And if somebody jumps in front of you, right when you're shooting, you're not going to have enough time to stop firing, because that one shot is most likely going to kill them, or more likely than with the other two maxes. And that's what's been frustrating me the most. Also want to say, of course, that Miller, where I have my NC, is a bit more of a busy server than Cobalt, where I have TR and Vanu. A lot of these bigger fights are of course more crowded. Now again, with the range, one of the biggest complaints from NC players is the lack of range for the NC Max. With the Mattock, I think it's not that significant. It is not as good as Mercy or Blue Shift, but in my opinion, with the Mattocks you have a lot more range with your NC Max than a lot of players have made it sound like.
Grab number 2 and kill that lid.
We're actually making some fucking progress in our team.
Oh, lightning coming up.
If but got too fast.
No, it's too much flag, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm not spawning no down.
Yes, says this guy with Bella. She's a good best spit, mate. You'll be right.
Oh!
I'm gonna redeploy this engine.
Gonna Peter?
I got cancelled.
I'm just going to guys
you can't.
Nice.
What did I save over there?
That's calm.
Save
right
me, it was burning.
But yeah, I
No.
started upgrading my HE lightning. I put like reload
I
speed.
almost, it wasn't burning before I shut it.
There we go. I might just go and Ghost Cap Observer by myself in a minute.
Are you that sad boy?
No, I just want aerospace resources.
So mad.
Aerospace, are they different by resources?
No, they're actually called aerospace resources, mate.
Just join the Falcon farm in our.
Not even a farm, it's just a spawn pad.
No,
I'm sorry.
We
I'm
pushed
very
out.
fisty today.
pushed
And
out.
I've just, oh my
So
god.
fisty.
Dude, so fisty. So fisty.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
there's one hovering over here.
I've had a bad day.
I'm farming like
Get
crazy
some-
with the Falcons right now.
some
Salt has
vandals flying.
feelings, you have to be careful.
Now, you gotta keep in mind when you're watching this, I am very new to the NC Max. I haven't even gotten the gold medal for any of my arms in this video, that is. At the same time, I am more of a mid-range player than a close-range player, and I really dislike shotguns. So all of these things are factors that play into how I perform with them in NC Max. But if you are familiar with this Max, I'm sure you can do really, really well with it. And who knows, I might actually increase my performance as well as time goes by. I'm not sure how much I will continue playing with the Mattock, but I mean, I've spent 3,300 certs on the Mattocks alone with the weapons and the upgrades, since I also have bought the slugs, which is 150 each. So now during this last part of the video, the server is rather empty, it's rather late. At the same time, we're also very underpopulated here by TR, which is probably one of the main reasons why most of these players don't leave the spawn room, even though there was several times when they could have followed me out and captured C, for example. At the same time, all of us in TeamSpeak are way too tired to get anything organized going at the moment, and we are basically spread out over all 3 continents at this point.
Grinders are cheaper.
From the thingy,
Yeah,
the
Sci-fi. Ah, I missed the ram.
Nah,
sorry.
grinders are better.
Oh,
Hexos are amazing for infantry.
Doesn't smoking one on the road.
Yeah, when you don't want to click at all, you just have to hold down.
Hexos are great for infantry.
Then you
get
kind
rid of the gal. No, you have
Got to the best.
Hexos. You just run out of the fucking spawn room and go nuts with them.
Yeah,
just hold on.
Hacksaws suck because the range isn't the worst,
No.
more or less.
Just left
So
two
it's
fucking
just like-
slugs.
yeah.
Slugs on both.
I don't use slugs so...
Well, I use slugs on everything.
The Hexos. They suck? No way. Yeah.
So yeah, 39 kills in 15 minutes. I don't think it's all that bad for a newbie max player. Problem is when I'm doing good with the max, I have a tendency to overestimate the power of them, and I have a tendency to run into situations that are rather hopeless. Problem was I engaged a little bit too early there, and my charge wasn't recharged, so no escape. Oh shit.
There's a Sky God ROM there.
I know
It's the fucking thing!
you don't use What's your thing?
I have one grinder arm and one scat cannon with a slug in the scat cannon.
I have both Mattock, but I'm gonna use slug on one of them.
Man,
Yeah.
where
Well,
have
I
you
mean,
been?
all the.
Where have you been,
ARs
MattiAce?
are
Man,
pretty
good.
much awesome.
He's,
So I've just Araxia in the last ones.
Actually, I'm thinking about using slugs on both, but I'll take one at a time.
Yeah,
You stick with
ease
us.
yourself in slowly.
You
Yeah,
stick with
stick
us,
with
yeah?
one
You
because
stick with us.
running dual slugs, you won't be able to
Look.
stick on maxes with them.
Hey,
Oh, okay.
keep my profile on Dasan's and then you can decide who to listen to.
Can him. If he looks at your profile, he's gonna be scarred for life. He's gonna see fucking 40,000.
30,000 of his teammates dead to my
They'll
grind.
never talk to you again.
You'll see 40,000 lolpod kills and cry at
Yeah,
single
it's
tier.
40,000 lolpot kills and like
20,000
20,000
scat
scat
kills.
kills. Yeah, it's
For
Beautiful
shame,
profile.
sir. For shame.
It's taken you 30,000 max kills to work out the slug pellet combo. Dude, it took me like 50 kills.
Just his combo.
Lightning in the middle of nowhere.
If they would just nuke the crown from orbit and just leave a massive great crater there, so you never had to go there again.
Oh, it would be really cool if there was a big crater from like a nuclear strike or something, base that were never just a crater.
And this thing when you're spotting unbelievable SOE. I mean, at least you should be able to get out of it by just hitting one key.
Through it, yeah.
Or like we're going special airline.
That would be...
Special Airlines, isn't that like a 75% death ratio?
The safety record is not very
Yeah, it's not.
We need some repairs and medics at the B point. There's a lot of action at B. So I've been talking a lot about the Mercies for TR, but in fact I'm using the Onslaught here because I've RXM'd the Mercies. And basically my initial experience is that even though the Onslaughts are a close range weapon, they are a little bit better at mid-range than the Mattocks. At the same time, the Mattocks are the mid-range version of the NC Max, and it's better at close range than the alternative of the close range for TR. It's all a little bit strange actually. Also keep in mind, like I said before, I have a lot more experience with the TR Max than with the shotgun maxes, so I don't know how to put myself in good situations in the same way, and you know, stuff like that. I'm just not much of a shotgun guy. I'm sure that is not a surprise to you guys. So this is the situation I actually want to show you guys. Notice how there are a couple of TR players who are down here, and reviving this max takes some time, and I don't want this max to be killed instantly, and I don't want the medic to be killed. So since I am at full health, I go out and absorb a little bit of damage, kill a few guys, and that way we also could get the revives going. And it worked out fine, and now we have another max at the B point. So I'm going to show you 2 minutes of how I'm using the blue shift. And if there's any weapon for the maxes that suits my style, it's this one. And to me it's basically the same as the Mercy. They are different, but the way you play with them, I don't see how the difference affects you in any way.
AI turret.
Oh yeah, that fucking anti-infantry turret. Holy shit, they are annoying.
I didn't even see him and I got killed. Oh, 2! Oh my. Under.
I took away the turret. I took away the turrets. They're not in that area anymore.
Oh.
I cleaned up the whole. So yeah, comparing these three maxes, or well, comparing the NC max to the Vanu and the Terran, which probably is the hardest thing to do here. I don't know. My videos have been part of these discussions and these debates for some time, even though I don't play max all that much. Of course, I can show you some more impressive kill streaks with Vanu and TER because, well, I have played with them a lot longer, so it kind of comes natural. Maybe you should wait before you pass judgment until I have at least Aurexiumed the Mattocks. At the same time, I'm sure a lot of players will have a lot of strong opinions, even watching the footage from this video. So I really wish I had some constructive suggestions when it comes to balancing the three maxes, but I don't. I'll be perfectly honest. I think Planetside 2 would have been a much better game without maxes, but that's just my opinion. And I'm sticking to it, and nobody can convince me otherwise. However, they are in the game, and they are with all certainty going to be in the game, so I'll try to add some more footage and some more content where I'm using especially the Mattocks, so that you guys maybe will be able to come up with some suggestions. I've heard a few where one of the problems is, of course, NS weapons. I know the VS and TR have been begging for shotgun maxes. At the same time, NC want to have access to the same type of weapons that you have as TR or Vanu. It's perfectly understandable. Me, I have for a long time been against the Empire-specific weapons in too high a degree, and that is not only for maxes. It's just, to me, that is just more interesting to play a game where it's more about the player rather than having the right weapon at the right time, which is more of a rock, paper, scissors type playstyle. And yeah, it takes away the player skill more than anything else. And yeah, I just don't like it. That's just me. Anyway, I will be looking forward to all the feedback from you guys. And that's all for the post commenting on this video. So thank you all for watching, and bye for now.